Guys, what is going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. So guys, the Gypsy King, which is Sir Tyson Fury. What a man. What a man. Tyson Fury cracks me up. I love Tyson Fury. Honestly, Tyson Fury I find him hilarious. He's just so entertaining. He's so entertaining. He's funny. He's basically said that if he doesn't not stop Anthony Joshua in 3 rounds, he's gonna quit in the corner. He's unbelievable. Tyson Fury is brilliant. He is brilliant. Even when Tyson Fury comes out with comments like that, and like surely I think he believes that, but it's unbelievable. He's just so funny, man. He's just so funny. He's like, he knows how to get under people's skin. He knows how to entertain the public. Tyson Fury is brilliant. Tyson Fury is brilliant. Now, do I agree with what he's saying? Of course not. But I just find it funny. I just find Tyson Fury funny. He's not just a great fighter inside the ring. He's a great entertainer. Great entertainer. The guy's singing after the fight. I know a lot of AJ fans won't be liking what he's saying, but I'm a neutral when I'm looking at Fury and Joshua, and I just find Tyson Fury so entertaining. Like with AJ, I don't really find AJ as funny. Like I think he's a bit more bland, more serious, more business-like, you know? Fury's a lot more joker, entertainer. He's more entertaining for the crowd. But that aside, he's an unbelievable fighter. I don't know what's going on with this Joshua Fury stuff. Jokes aside, I don't know what's going on. I know if Tyson Fury's coming out and saying he'll stop AJ in 3 rounds and big dosser and all of that stuff, but it's getting really frustrating for the fans right now. We don't know. We're in the dark. We don't know what's going on. We're being told that this fight's going to happen. And Eddie Hearn's 1 minute, like they're contradicting the camps are contradicting one another. Bob Arum is saying that, we're moving on and fighting Deontay Wilder. Eddie Hearn is saying, give me time. And are you on my side? It's only me that's pulling the string. No one else is doing anything else. No one else is doing anything. I'm the one that's working hard and trying to make this fight. I don't know what's going on. We as fans don't know what's going on, and we don't know whether this fight's happening, whether it's not happening. When you listen to Fury's camp, it looks like it's not happening. When you listen to Eddie Hearn, it looks like it's almost done. But it's been almost done for a very long time now. I get that, a fight of this magnitude would take a very, very long time to get over the line, but it's getting to the point where you start to doubt whether, is there some kind of issue? Is Deontay Wilder the issue? Is Deontay Wilder the one that, Fury's in a contract with him? Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Because Fury's camp, all along, it's felt like they've not really been that confident from the way that they've been talking, the way his dad's been talking, the way Fury's been talking, the way Bob Arum has been talking. Bob Arum, like a week or 2 ago, was saying the fight was done and it's going to be happening in Saudi. Now he's saying it's all a mirage and Tyson Fury is going to fight Deontay Wilder. Now, I don't know whether he's doing it to put pressure on Eddie Hearn. I don't know whether he's being serious. I don't know. I don't know what this is all about. But for fans, we're just confused as anything. We don't know what's going on. I can't make heads and tails of it. I don't know what is going on. I haven't done a video about this fight for a while because it just seems to be the same thing over and over again. Same thing being talked about over and over again. It seems like we're not getting any closer now. And hopefully behind the scenes, they are getting closer and we are getting closer to this undisputed fight, because it's a fight that, oh man, when this fight gets announced, I'm going to be very, very excited because I want to see this fight. The hype, the kind of attention this fight is going to get is going to be off the charts. It's going to, it's the biggest fight in British boxing history by a country mile. I think it's not. There's no other fight that's even close. Like, what's the second biggest fight in British boxing history? What's the biggest right now? Obviously Fury AJ has not been announced or happening yet. But what's the biggest? We can't remember. Can't remember. Like, nothing comes close. This in 10, 15 years time, when you ask what's the biggest fight in British boxing history, everyone will say Anthony Joshua v Tyson Fury. It won't be close, and I don't think we'll get another fight anytime soon and to surpass a fight like this. You know, this is a humongous fight between two super heavyweight champions. I can't wait. And you know what? They're teasing us right now. Because when you listen to Hearn, it's like positive. And it's like, yeah, we're not far away. We're getting there. When you listen to Bob Arum and like Frank Warren and Tyson Fury, it's like, okay, I think this fight's not happening. So that's why people are confused. Because when you hear Eddie Hearn, it looks like he's talking as if the fight's close. And we're not a million miles away. But when you listen to Bob and that, it's like, okay, we're a million miles away. And it doesn't look like the fight's going to happen. So right now, as a fan, we just want some clarity. We just want to see this fight get announced, because, you know, for how many months now we've been talking about this, that it's going to happen, or it's been signed, this has happened, but nothing's got over the line yet. And Eddie Hearn's getting frustrated because he feels like that, why are these guys putting pressure on me? Aren't we supposed to be a team? Aren't we all pushing to make this fight? So why is it you're saying that if this fight doesn't happen by so-and-so time, we're going to move on? You know, even when you hear AJ speak, he seems to be singing from the same hymn sheet as Hearn. But Tyson Fury's camp has just been a little bit weird. Like, you know, Bob Arum mentioning that, firstly mentioning it's signed, then he's saying it's a mirage. I'm just a bit confused right now, because you don't know who's telling the truth. You don't know whether this fight is a million miles away, whether it is happening, because from when you listen to Eddie, like, it just looks like the fight's imminent. It's going to be announced. When you listen to Bob Arum, it looks like the fight's not going to happen. I'm more in the Hearn camp, in the sense that I think the fight is going to happen. I do think that Fury camp's putting pressure on Hearn to try get this over the line as quickly as possible. Because I think Hearn is the one that's probably the one that's doing the running around. So he's probably the one trying to secure this fight. And we don't know what stage, where it's at. Hopefully it gets done. Because we all want to see this fight. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. We all want to see this fight badly. You know, and I know I was speaking to someone the other day, and he said he wouldn't mind seeing Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury again, or he wouldn't even mind Deontay Wilder, AJ. Deontay Wilder, AJ is not going to happen. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury could happen, because if the AJ fight falls through, then Fury may have to fight Wilder again. But let's be honest, the fans would be disappointed. The fans would be disappointed not to see AJ v Tyson Fury. It's just as simple as that. The fans would be left disappointed. I would be left disappointed, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you would be left disappointed, because we all want to see that fight. We all want to see Tyson Fury fight Anthony Joshua. It's the biggest fight in world boxing. It's the biggest fight in British boxing history. So it's a fight that must happen. You know, this is a fight where in the UK, it could have a massive impact on the popularity of boxing, especially if the fight delivers, because this will be one of the biggest sporting events in British sport. You know, this is going to be a humongous event. And like I said, when there's going to be an event of this magnitude that's going to get this much attention, right? This will be on everyone's mind, whether you're a boxing fan or not. This will be a fight that even the casuals will watch. And I'm talking, as Eddie Hearn said, it could do something like 3-4 million pay-per-view buys. This is what Eddie Hearn said. There's only 70 million people in the UK. So you're telling me 4 million of them are going to buy the pay-per-view, and it's possible. I'm not doubting that. That's how big, that's what I'm trying to say. That's how big this fight is. It's a massive fight, and a fight that we all as boxing fans want to see. I'm desperate to see it. I'm desperate to see this fight. There's no fight in world boxing right now, apart from probably Crawford Spence. Crawford Spence is probably up there with Fury Joshua. But as a British boxing fan, Fury and Joshua is the biggest fight out there. It's the fight that I want to see the most. It's a fight that I think the whole of Britain wants to see. So touch marble, they can make that happen. Because, like I said, there's not a fight that I want to see anymore. I want to see that fight. And I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident, a lot of you want to see that fight too. But as of right now, we're being kept in the dark. We don't know what's going on. Hopefully this fight gets made as soon as possible. Because I can't explain to you guys how badly I want to see Tyson Fury v Anthony Joshua. It's just a humongous fight. It's a humongous fight between two of the best British fighters right now, currently. Two of the best out there. So, yeah, the winner of this cements his legacy. Cements his legacy. You know, if Tyson Fury wins, he cements his legacy. If Anthony Joshua wins, he cements his legacy. And most importantly, one of them will be crowned undisputed heavyweight champion. One of them will be the best heavyweight in the world. One of them would have unified all the belts. And isn't that what we all want to see? As boxing fans, isn't that what we want to see? The best fighting the best. Belts being unified. That's what we want to see. How many times in boxing do we get to see that? Not very often. This year, it's the year of the undisputed. Taylor Ramirez. Jamel Charlo. Be Brian Castano. You know, there's hopefully we'll have Joshua Fury. You know, hopefully Canelo maybe will fight Plant, you know, if he beats Saunders for the undisputed. You know, this is the year of the undisputed, guys. So hopefully all of these guys can fight one another. And listen, man, with all the stuff going on in boxing, these guys have to deliver. They have to deliver as these big fights, because otherwise you're going to have guys like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, which I don't mind them. Doing crazy numbers, but then boxers can't complain if they're not fighting one another. Like Crawford and Spence can't complain if guys like Jake Paul and Logan Paul are doing their thing, because they're not fighting one another. The best need to fight the best to, in my opinion, draw as much interest as possible to get the casuals into the sport. Otherwise, guys like Jake Paul, they'll come in and do huge numbers. Because they have a huge following and there's a lot of interest in them. But fighters don't have that kind of fan following. They don't have that kind of interest. So what they have to do, they have to be involved in fights where people see it as 50-50 and the best fighting the best. That will create a huge interest. There'll be a lot of hype around that fight, like Spence and Crawford. So yeah, it's great. Listen, I'm hoping Fury Joshua happens. I think it's a fight that I want to see really badly. Do I think it's gonna happen? I'm more confident it will happen than it won't happen, but I'm not very confident it'll happen. Right? But I'm more confident that it will happen than it won't, if you see what I mean. I'm more in the yes. I'm more towards the yes than no. But let's see. Time will tell. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.